Hello all, my name is Adonis and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing the love coming spread for all of my Libras out there for the week of July 28th to August the 3rd. So from the week of July 28th to August the 3rd, this is a reading, love coming for all of my Libras out there. So without any further ado, let's jump right in. Sun, rising, Venus, Jupiter, Sun, rising, Venus, Jupiter. Show me the cards I need to see. Show me the cards I need to see for all of my Libras out there. Show me the cards I need to see for all of my Libras out there. What kind of love is coming towards all my Libras out there? During the week of July 28th into August the 3rd. Okay. Ooh, Jesus. Okay. All right, so here we go. My Libras, right off the bat, you have a 6 of Cups here that you're dealing with. And this is quite possibly somebody from your past. This week, it seems to be, I'll give you a little bit of a preview, a little bit of a hint here. It all seems to be about one person. This is all about one person here. So, this particular person from your past, and this is very specific, specific to your situation. So hopefully, like I said, it resonates with you guys. Or some of you will, I know. So right off the bat, you got 6 of Cups. There is somebody, again, that's 6 of Cups. There is somebody from your past, a secret admirer, perhaps somebody's been checking you out from afar, that is coming into your orbit. They are an air sign individual, like yourself, a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. So this is an air sign individual, Queen of Swords. So they're someone from your past that is very logical, okay? Cuts through the bullshit, cuts right through the chase, gets right to the point. But there's someone from your past, and there's this kind of connection you guys have now. In addition, here we got the 8 of Pentacles. So 9 times out of 10, this is a person that you probably worked with, are working with, or did some type of work projects with. It even could be in terms of maybe like a work study type of thing with college or something. So it's something that you've done a lot of repetitive tasks with this individual pertaining to some kind of work situation of some sort. Either school or, you get the point I'm trying to make. So this person got the Hierophant card. And they're thinking about long-term commitment, possible marriage type situation here. So they're looking for a long-term type of situation with you, for sure, possible marriage. And we got the 3 of Wands, which means that they are just waiting for their ships to come in. So if this person has not approached you already and you're not aware of this individual, it's highly probable that they probably will. And they're kind of waiting for their ships to come in with you, or they're going to be waiting for their ship to come in with you because they're going to put the feelers out there and let you know, hey, listen, I want this. I want this connection back that we used to have. I want you. I want to be with you. However, we got the double card here too. And see, this person wants to reconnect with you, wants to be with you. But this tells me that the reason why you guys kind of broke apart or separated in the first place is because there was possibly some bad habits that were at play here, for sure. Again, bondage, addiction, depression, there was a bad. You guys were a bad fit. you guys were a bad fit. You know, it wasn't a very healthy relationship. And we got the Eight of Swords here, which means to tell me that this individual felt like their hands were tied behind their back. They felt like they were kind of trapped in a particular situation. That they felt powerless. They felt powerless to have any kind of control of the situation. Okay, so and this powerlessness had to do. We got the Ten of Pentacles here. So this powerlessness possibly has something to do with some type of financial issues pertaining to family. The financial interest pertaining to some kind of family situation, either on your end or their end, that was kind of going on, and they kept kind of dealing with. Gave them a sense of feeling powerless. And again, because of this feeling, it caused some very unhealthy things to happen within a relationship. And as a result, we have the Three of Swords. There was a possible third-party involvement here that caused this thing to fall apart, to disintegrate. That's what I am seeing. That's what I am feeling here. Yeah, for sure. But this person, this week of July 28th to August 3rd is all about this individual. This is going to be the focal point of love coming back into your life there. Or at least trying to. An extra turn, if you will. And I'll have those out for you guys probably within the next couple days or so. Yeah. So from this week's release, I'll be releasing those probably Tuesday or something like that. Anyway, back to this. So with that being said, yeah, this is all about them coming back into your life again, and it ended on a bad note, obviously. Either them leaving you or you leaving them. It was a very unhealthy relationship. So that's who you're gonna be dealing with the week of July 28th to August 3rd. Is an extra turn type situation. So with that being said, let's see what kind of strengths you're going to be working with during the week of July 28th into August 3rd. What kind of strengths? What's the strengths that all of my Libras are going to be dealing with during the week of July 28th to August 3rd? Sun, rising, Venus, Jupiter. Sun, Moon, rising, Venus, Jupiter. Show me cards I need to see. Show me cards I need to see. Okay, so right off the bat, Chariot cards. The Chariot. You have taken control. A strength that you possess, the strength that you're going to possess that week is that you will have taken control of your life, of your situation. You are in the driver's seat. You have asserted yourself in your life. You are taking control of it, and you're pulling it in the direction that you want it to go in. So you're on a mission. You're on a mission, and you have all your I's dotted and all your T's crossed. So you are focused in on your goals, and that is the strength that you possess. That is a strength. You're having complete control of your situation, whether it be mentally, financially, emotionally. You're in control of your particular situation. Now, we have the Nine of Wands here, which means that a strength that you have is that your resolve is tested, a test of faith. And you have the ability to have your faith tested and come out on top. So you will be victorious when your faith is tested. And that's a good thing too, because the way that this whole thing is coming out is your faith just may be tested. Your resolve just may be tested with this individual coming back into your life again. So that's a strength you possess, that you're going to be, you have the ability to have your strength tested, your faith in yourself, in your situation tested, and to be victorious. In addition, here we got Seven of Swords. And that tells me that, again, you recognize sneaky behavior when you see it. You recognize all the telltale signs when you see it. In addition here, we got Page of Swords. Now, Page of Swords is a strength, so let's just break this bad boy down here. Page of Swords sometimes has the ability to be rather immature about situations, impatient, so to speak. And as it pertains to this situation, these are your strengths, remember. So with this particular situation during this week, that aspect of kind of being immature about things, about mindset, kind of being a little bit harsh about things, maybe that's something, the way that this can be construed as a strength is, maybe you need that to protect you from this. You know, building up a wall around yourself. Not even wanting to be rational about the situation. Just like, I don't want to be rational. I just like, whatever. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to deal with it. Because that may be the wall that you have to build around yourself to protect yourself from the emotional damage that this previous relationship caused you. Okay, so that's how that can be construed as a strength, definitely. Because sometimes when things are too dramatic and challenging for us, we shut down. We shut down. That's the body's way of protecting itself. Just like when some people deal with, sometimes something is so traumatic, their mind can't process it and blocks it out, so they completely lose memory of the tragic event that's happened, and they can't remember. That's the body's and the mind's way of protecting one from any kind of emotionally damaging stuff. Okay, and of course, this is not going to be to that extent, but you get what I'm trying to say, is that, you know, sometimes you being immature about it, a particular situation may just be the thing that just keeps you from losing your shit. So that's a really good strength to have. In addition, here we got the King of Wands. Now the King of Wands has the ability to see the long term of a situation. Look, you see the end game, in other words. So you have the ability to see the end game quite clearly and make wise decisions when it comes to seeing the end game, which can prove to be very beneficial, especially in this particular situation right here. Yeah, I mean, so that for sure is a strength, being able to see the long game, being able to see the whole board, as one might say. In addition, here we have the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is an individual, again, knight in white shining armor, dashing, daring, domineering, you know, kind of feeling yourself, know you're feeling yourself. You're good looking, and you know it. And you know, you're that knight in white shining armor. You feel like, hey, I can save the day for, you know, a damsel in distress, if you will. That could be both male or female. Just saying. And so, you know, you're kind of feeling yourself. You're feeling your energy. You kind of can go with the flow there. So that's definitely a strength that you want to possess there. In addition, things have come full circle for you. We got the World card here, and things have come full circle for you. There's been an integration of sorts for you. And so you're feeling the sense of completeness here. And that is a strength that could definitely, a strength that could be beneficial to you, having been a sense of completion. You are not afraid. You got the Five of Pentacles here. You're not afraid to leave something out in the cold. Leave it behind. Leave it behind. I mean, we're talking about a step above Eight of Cups was just walking away from a particular situation, you'll just leave it in the cold. I mean, you won't even acknowledge this shit. It'll just be like, yeah, whatever. Like, it don't even exist. You won't even take the time to walk away from it. It just won't even be a factor at all. It's just left out in the cold. Finally here we have the Four of Swords, and that is a rest, relaxation, contemplation card. And so you have the ability to go within self, possibly through meditation or other things, and you have the ability to really get a sense of self. And so all of these strengths pertaining to this situation, when you have this individual coming back into your life that caused a little bit of upheaval, to say the least, all of this is possibly necessary to protect you against this. Now, this is not to say that you shouldn't reconnect with this individual if you want to. This is just saying that you have all of the things that you need to engage with this individual or not. If you do engage with them and things don't work out right, you have the proper apparatus in place to make you victorious. If you choose not to mess with this individual, it possibly because you have this apparatus in place and you know this individual is toxic, and you have all of these things in place to prevent you from going back to that situation. So either way, this is it's a net gain either way. Okay, so let's see what kind of things from your past that can possibly affect the outcome of the situation. Some rising Venus, Jupiter, some rising Venus, Jupiter, because I need to see. Please give me 100% accuracy, 100% accuracy. What things from my Libra's past could possibly affect the outcome of this situation? What things in the past could possibly affect the outcome of this situation? Okay, so one thing that can affect the outcome of this situation, we got the Ace of Cups here. So that's saying that if this situation turns out to be, if there's actually a connection here and it turns out to be blossoming love here, and it was blossoming love in the past, but there was just, through factors beyond your control, things didn't turn out so well. But it actually was deep love there, deep passionate love there. If that thing has been resolved and taken out of the picture, and that love is allowed to flow freely, to flow clearly, then that absolutely can prove to be beneficial to the situation. That obstacles have been removed out the equation, and free, deep love and passion are able to flow freely. In addition here, what can change the outcome of this situation? On the inverse side, we got the Eight of Cups here. So all of this drama that took place early on, what could definitely affect the outcome of this situation this particular time is, it looks like before, if you did walk, either you didn't walk away and it ended up disastrous, or you walked away because it was going to be disastrous. Well, in this particular case, what could affect the outcome of this situation is that this particular time around, you got two choices here. Either you don't walk away. If you walked away, either you don't walk away and you see where this thing goes, or either you walk away sooner if you didn't before. And I lean more towards sooner. The Eight of Cups is walking away, turning your back on the situation. What could definitely affect the outcome of something that happened in the past with this particular situation is you didn't leave soon enough. If you did leave, or if the person left you and you should have been the one to leave. So that's where we're coming at with this. It's highly probable that, you turning your back on the situation before you even have the chance to get started again could possibly be a probable good solution for you here. And that could definitely affect the outcome of this situation in general. And furthermore, we have the Strength card, which is passion. And quite possibly in the past you did not possess the strength, or the strength, the spiritual strength and the courage to do what needed to be done to protect you from a toxic situation, a potentially toxic situation. And now, because you didn't before, you know what that feels like, and you have the courage. Again, you have all your strengths that you need. You have all the apparatus in place to protect you from having to go through the same type of emotional damage you did before. So, before I shut this thing down, let's see if the spirits have any additional information they want to share upon me before I shut this thing down. Spirits, is there any additional information you want to get before I terminate this? Interesting. Well, first thing Spirit wants to say to you is balance. Make sure that you're able to balance yourself, balancing yourself. And that is definitely something that you, again, all of these things, these strengths we talked about, you're in a very balanced place. You're in control. You're in control of your situation. Make sure you're balanced. Make sure there's an equal. There's a balance there. There's a balance there that you need to give your life and to give things an even playing field. So it needs to definitely be a balance there. Balance yourself. Balance your emotions, your mind. So that's something you definitely want to do when approaching something like this. Because, like I said, this particular relationship for you was pretty devastating. That's one of my favorite oracle cards. Here's the Alchemy card, which means transmutation, transforming from one thing into another. And so, before, in this particular situation, you felt that you had no power. You know, there was a sense of powerlessness. However, this particular time, you've transformed into something else. You're stronger. You're stronger. You're smart. You're wiser. You're more in tune with yourself. So you've transformed who you were into who you wanted to become, or you're still becoming that person. But either way, you're not who you used to be. And so this is a very important card to get, especially when it comes to this type of situation. You want to be able to protect your mind, your body, and your spirit from a negative toxicity. So you are definitely in the right place. Finally, we have magnetism. And for all intents and purposes, once you make these final transformation, or even if you're at the end of the transformation, you will begin to attract more positive experiences and more positive people into your orbit. That's why this magnetism thing is very important. As you raise your vibrations, if you raise your vibration, other people, light will attract other light in your life. And that's very important to keep in mind. As you raise your vibrations, other people with higher vibrations will also be attracted to you. And so that'll make your choices in life a lot easier, especially when it comes to terms of relationships. So, with that being said, I'm going to shut this thing down. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe. If this has not resonated with you, please feel free to get a personal reading so we can dig a little bit deeper into your personal situation. And if it has, and you want to know a little bit more, please feel free to get a reading with me. I'll leave all the information below. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. Bye-bye.